I want to talk to you about Kinsta, and the question is this the best web host for your project or what? Let's talk about that. So here's a presentation I want you to pay attention to. So when we think about Kinsta, I want you to think about the world's one of the world's most trustworthy hosting providers. They've been around for many, many years now. And so the platform is powered exclusively by the Google Cloud platform. So you have the capability that GCP brings into the fore. Okay, and Kinsta provides a superb WordPress database and app hosting options, all with really fast speeds and supported by first-rate customer service. Now let's talk about that. So when you think about Kinsta, I want you to think about a good choice for website owners and businesses that value speed and security, as well as developers, database administrators, and digital entrepreneurs. So let me quickly talk to you about the pros and cons before we get into the nitty-gritty here. So we all have a clear understanding of what we are getting ourselves into if we actually were to interact with Kinsta. So let's talk about the pros and cons here. So first of all, you have extremely fast response and load times. This is kind of cool. You have fantastic support. So this is really good in terms of live chat, in terms of email. You know, the support team is available 24/7. Don't expect somebody to talk to you on the phone though, but they're really fast if you send an email or if you want to contact them via live chat. You have a high premium on security, so this is kind of cool. And you have a robust infrastructure in terms of their GCP their GCP, I would say, connection, Google Cloud Platform. So what are the cons here? What are the things that they could really work on? Right now, Kinsta doesn't offer a domain hosting. This is something they really need to work on. They do like phone support. So while Kinsta allowed you to, Kinsta does allow you to contact the sales team by phone, they do not provide support services through the same channel. There is no shared hosting. So this is one of those things where we believe the Kinsta web hosting may not be ideal for small website owners looking for a cheap shared solution. And Kinsta is not the cheapest option around here, okay? And so it's one of those things where if you're looking for something cheaper, you can go with Namecheap, for instance, or Mocha Host for that matter. By the way, boss, welcome back to the show. So really a pleasure to have you here. Make yourself comfortable. You are going to enjoy today's conversation. I want to talk to you about pricing here, and you can see pricing on the screen here. What we love about Kinsta is the transparency. I mean, you can see things are straightforward. They're not trying to play games with you. Like, you know, it's so refreshing to see a player that actually is offering pretty solid pricing. And sometimes the pricing for other players, it's just so confusing. You're like, wow, you're just trying to really but yeah, long story short, with Kinsta, we love the transparency. We love the fact that things are really straightforward. So you have WordPress sites, web applications, databases, and static sites. Fantastic. So let's quickly go a little more in detail. So Kinsta offers three distinct types of hosting, as you saw, depending on what you need to host. Each tab has multiple tiers to choose from, so there's plenty of room to grow. And so application hosting, $7 per month. That's the starting price. So this is great for developers and experienced users. And you also have a database hosting. This starts at $18 per month, as you saw a little earlier. And this is great for developers, administrators, IT teams. You also have WordPress hosting, and this will start at $35 per month. And this is great for growing or established WordPress sites. And all plans come with unlimited users, uptime monitoring, more than 25 data centers, CDN and Cloudflare, DDoS protection. So this is kind of cool in terms of scalability. It's just fantastic. What we love about pricing here is that with Kinsta, you have Google Cloud servers, plus you have the cache in there. You have data centers in 35 locations, 25 to 35 locations. They're constantly adding more location centers, okay, more server centers. You have automated daily backups with all plans. This is kind of cool. And you also have a free automated migration process. And so one thing you need to really understand when it comes to pricing is that in some cases you might have to deal with premium prices, especially if you don't sign up for the annual billing. And there is no free custom domain. So this is something you have to think in terms of extra if you want to have that capability. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about Kinsta. This is a Kinsta hosting review. I want to talk to you now about the features here. So when you think about Kinsta, what kind of features can you expect? So whatever hosting plan you choose from Kinsta, you will get impressive features like free SSL through or Cloudflare, software-defined network security, and staging environments for your websites, as well as free migration. So this is really cool. And Kinsta does not provide shared or virtual private hosting services, focusing on secure and speedy managed cloud hosting. And so it's one of those things that you have to pay attention to. Now, Kinsta web hosting is not among the cheapest providers, and so you have to really think about that. And so you have a custom built control panel called, and that C panel is called My Kinsta. So it's not a C panel; it's a control panel. So Kinsta does not employ C panel. Instead, all plans include a custom built control panel called My Kinsta, and this is kind of cool. And you also have highest end CPUs and global delivery. So Kinsta has a global availability. So you have between 25 to 35 data centers ready to deliver enhanced performance and secure file transfer protocol speeds, regardless of where your visitors are located around the globe. You have a free local WordPress development suite, and that's called Dev Kinsta. So this is kind of cool. So especially if you are if you are into that kind of activity, you have the ability to download this tool for free for Mac OS, Windows, and Ubuntu. You also have application and database hosting. So in addition to managed WordPress hosting plans, Kinsta provides application and database hosting to developers, database managers, and digital entrepreneurs, as you saw a little earlier. So this is kind of cool. And the thing is that Kinsta allows databases to grow on the same network that runs Google Search, YouTube, and Gmail, and their infrastructure is entirely powered by Google's premium tier network, which is the quickest and most dependable. Okay, and for application hosting options, Kinsta provides a robust infrastructure that's quick to set up, tried, dependable, and prepared to grow. You have a 99.9 uptime guarantee. This is kind of cool. You have a free pro package within the agency plan. We love that. You also have free SSL certificate, state-of-the-art infrastructure. So this is really cool. Let's talk about performance and uptime here. So when you think about Kinsta, what kind of performance should you be really expecting? Well, when it comes to uptime and reliability, as I said a little earlier, Kinsta guarantees consumers a 99.9% uptime guarantee, backed up by the fact that it has a pretty solid SLA. So depending on the hosting package, as a customer, you may get service credits upon request if your site is down for more than 43 to 47 minutes, which is 0.1% of the time, and a standard 30-day. So this is kind of cool. And so downtime brought on by scheduled outages, force majeure situations, any maintenance carried out within the maintenance period, and other similar circumstances are not eligible for SLA credits. And Kinsta conducts automatic testing every 2 minutes to ensure that this value remains constant throughout time. So you have a pretty solid site response time. So we love that a lot, especially because Kinsta includes, in addition, Cloudflare's services that has in all its hosting packages, which really speeds things up even further. In terms of security, you are really well served because Kinsta provides an enterprise-level Cloudflare integration to prevent viruses and malware from getting near your website. So that's something we love a lot because in terms of SSL certificates, this is really cool. And also your data protection, those capabilities are always there anyway. So all Kinsta web hosting plans come with a free SSL certificate. So thanks to its Cloudflare integration that I just spoke about, you can really safeguard your root domains with an infinite number of subdomains. So this is kind of cool in terms of multi-layer security, accessibility, and in terms of protecting your data, hardware firewalls, active and passive security, and other sophisticated features of Kinsta prevent unauthorized access to your data. And the software backs up daily with a minimum of 14 days of backups to keep your data safe and secure in the event of a mishap. And each backup provides a comprehensive snapshot of a site's environment at the moment the backup was produced, including files, databases, redirects, and Nginx settings. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about Kinsta, and this is a Kinsta review. I want to talk to you about the support here. So when you think about Kinsta, what kind of support can you expect? The cool thing is that Kinsta support channels are available 24/7 and include phone and online meetings for sales queries, an email, and a rapid live chat feature for ongoing support. And but I need to specify that when it comes to phone support, they're not really up there now, and you have to actually have a very high premium, have a premium plan to be able to speak to someone. Otherwise, they're really fast when it comes to live chat. They're really fast when it comes to email, but phone support do not expect that either. Do not expect that like always. We love the fact that Kinsta is constantly they're constantly improving. That's something we always love with Kinsta. Like they're constantly bringing new capabilities to the fore. They're constantly they're looking at their platform in terms of uptime, in terms of customer service, in terms of capabilities, in terms of functionalities, in terms of their control panel, the efficiencies. We love that a lot. And so the thing is that they are actually like recently, they have completely redesigned their already sophisticated custom-built control panel. So this is kind of cool. So they did that to increase usability. So you can see that Kinsta always is thinking about UX and UI. So this is wonderful. And they have also created recently a new data center in Israel. So they have a new Tel Aviv data centers. This is kind of cool. So Kinsta's Google Cloud Platform data centers now include Israel. And so this brings the total to between 35 to 40. And Kinsta's premium staging environment has an add-on. So now you can run up to 5 premium staging environments alongside your WordPress sites with Kinsta's staging environment add-on. This is kind of cool. And you also have a new site preview tool. So Kinsta's site preview tool allows you to demo any migrated site before pointing it to its live domain through its WordPress temporary URL. So we'll love that a lot in terms of scalability, but also in terms of efficiency. I want to talk to you about the value added here. So when you think about Kinsta, what kind of value added should you be really thinking about? Well, first of all, the thing here is that when you think about Kinsta, I want you to think about top performance hosting without the classic extras. And I mean, they go straight to the point. Okay, it's really more focused. Like they're not really trying to really confuse the hell out of you by giving you like all kinds of options. No, they go straight to the point. For example, you have true managed WordPress hosting. This is kind of cool in terms of like helping you like have the whole operation from A to Z. So Kinsta takes care of the entire WordPress installation for you. So when we talk about true managed WordPress hosting, that's what this really means. In other words, when Kinsta advertises managed WordPress hosting, it really does mean managed. Immediately after sign up, Kinsta will take care of the entire WordPress installation for you. From there, you can activate or deactivate any installed plugins and themes, manage multiple WordPress sites at once, and tinker with your site settings all from your dashboard. So think about centrality here. This is kind of cool. And Kinsta also, in addition, offers a wide variety of useful features for WordPress management. So we're talking here about you have a service that's constantly adding new capabilities and really helping you fix things. So Kinsta Kinsta even promises to fix your site for you. Think about that. So in terms of scalability, in terms of operational efficiency, you can't get better than that. You have plenty of monitoring tools to evaluate the state of your site. So this is kind of cool. So Kinsta offers two different performance monitoring tools and advanced usage analytics. So this is kind of cool in terms of helping you look at the operational efficiency and also assessing the operational efficiency of your websites. We love the fact that with Kinsta, you have premium add-ons for impressive performance speeds. This is kind of cool. Also, now they will charge you a little bit more though. They're not doing it for free. So for an extra fee, Kinsta offers a wide range of impressive performance enhancing add-ons. So this is kind of cool. And you also have specialized plans for application and database hosting. So this is kind of cool. Again, in terms of scalability, you can't get better than that. So for databases, Kinsta offers support for MySQL, PostgreSQL, you have MariaDB and Redis, and L, as well as automatic daily backups and up to 5 manual backups per day. Fantastic. So what is our verdict here? So is Kinsta really worth it? First of all, is it legit? The answer is yes. Is Kinsta worth it? Our answer is yes. Is Kinsta safe and secure? Our answer is yes. Kinsta has been around for a while now, and this is a pretty solid offer. And the question is, should you really choose Kinsta? Well, obviously, Kinsta WordPress hosting is not for everyone, right? It's one of those things where you have to really think about what really works for you. We think Kinsta is probably not the best option for sites that are just starting out or sites that have a low traffic value. And so there are specific scenarios, however, where you'll be able to benefit from Kinsta's offering greatly. So this is kind of cool. So use Kinsta WordPress hosting if you run a site that's on the rise and has a nice, steady or rapid growth month after month. If you run an established website with consistent big traffic and you simply don't like surprises regarding outages, fails, and other fun things. And if you run a website, let's say if you run a direct online business like an e-commerce site where good site performance is of the essence, since it translates into dollars pretty directly, and use Kinsta WordPress hosting if your site tends to experience sudden spikes in traffic, be it a result of a viral promotion or anything else. And if being able to handle those spikes is essential to your business, for example, if it leads to sales. So this is kind of important. So bottom line here is that Kinsta is a reliable hosting platform that offers hosting services for WordPress applications and databases. So if you're looking for a hosting platform that offers a constellation of services, a variety of services, all at pretty decent prices. I mean, they're not cheap. Kinsta is definitely not cheap, but Kinsta is also not the most expensive provider out there. So if you are looking for that, that's really good. Now, one thing I want to say here is that you have to understand, Kinsta is more on the premium side, but with premium comes quality. Okay, this is what it is. If you're looking for a hosting provider that has multiple data centers, you might want to think about Kinsta, because they have somewhere between 25 to 35, in some cases 40 data centers around the world. I was telling you earlier about their new data center in Tel Aviv. So this is kind of cool in terms of giving you more scalability across the board. So this is just fantastic. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I just spoke to you about Kinsta. This was a Kinsta review. Let's quickly do a recap here. So I gave you the presentation, the pricing, the features, the value added, and our verdict. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.